Hi, Jamberry Consultants. Happy Friday. It's Christina Stark again for your daily nugget in this Leadership Goal Diggers group. So we have maxed out on 1,000 people in this group. Super exciting. We've had some carryovers. And so I just want to remind you that it is the 15th. Today is the 15th. That means we are exactly halfway through this month. Holy moly, where does the month go? Where does the time go? But I am super excited that we have so many people in this group, and I have seen such positivity, and that is so great. So keep the positivity going. I do want to remind you that this group is going to be for paid as LCs, SLCs, and PCs in the month of September. So those of you who have carried over, this is going to be what's happening. Johnny, again, will have a group that will consist of the consultants and the senior consultants starting next month. So if you don't rank this month to LC through PC, you will be moved into Johnny's group. That way, you will have a group that is supporting you at the rank that you are at. So I want to just make sure that you know there is a big carrot for you to stay in this group. All right. So those of you who did not qualify for it last month, this is the end of this month. You've got to qualify, or we will be moving you into that group. And those of you who promote to team manager, you'll be moving into a different group. And that, again, is the goal of this group, to make sure that you are with your peers, global peers. That is what's so cool. Ladies, if you don't realize, but we have consultants from the UK, from Australia, New Zealand, from Canada, as well as Mexico in here, even though I don't do anything in Spanish. But hopefully, our consultoras from down there are enjoying this if they understand English. Okay, so let's get on with the daily nugget since I took care of that. I want to talk to you about your Franks list. All right, so you're thinking, Franks list? Why do I even need to talk about Franks list? Well, guess what, ladies? You should have a Franks list every single month. Yes, that is what you need to do, is you need to have a Franks list. So let's talk about a Franks list. It is friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids contacts. So basically like the parent, the mother of one of your kids' play dates, or maybe that's a teacher of one of your children. So anyone that's associated. It's kind of funny. At one of the summits, people thought it was kids, and it's like, no, kids. You don't have 6-year-olds or 4-year-olds buying, okay, or hosting a party. That was kind of funny, but that's okay. So it's kids contacts. And then, of course, S stands for social service, such as like PTA, or maybe you have a community group, or maybe that's church. And then, of course, spouse contacts. So maybe it's your husband's boss, or maybe it is your husband's boss's wife. So you just need to decide who that is. But I want to show you something else. I don't know if you know, this is ours. This is the Who Do You Know list, and I will be posting this as well. And this is basically a list that you could give your hostesses to come up with some names, because they're going to go, what's a Franks list? I have no idea what a Franks list is. They're not in this business. You know what a Franks list is, but if they don't know what it is, give them this sheet, and I will post it again in our files section. So we'll go over this sheet. This is basically friends, relatives, neighbors. Those are all part of our Franks list. Co-workers, friends, parents, okay? Friends, parents down here. And then, of course, we have up here phone favorites. That's kind of our social ones. Digital contacts, and then community, holiday cards, and all about the nails. So this is a great list and resource for your hostesses, but it's a great list and resource for yourself. If you're tired of your Franks list, or it's like, okay, I can't remember anymore. I have no idea. But this is the trick. Your Franks list is not a one-time deal. As you meet new people, now they get added to your list. But this who do you know list, quickly, you have 4 under each of them. This is why it's so easy for your hostess, is that it doesn't take a lot of people. She just needs to come up with 4 names under each of those. You have 40 names real quickly. Maybe in 4 minutes, 5 minutes, she could totally do this sheet. So that is what I want to talk about, is taking those lists, but not only, and I didn't come up with this idea, I want to thank one of my awesome leaders, Angela Lynch, for coming up with this. I'm actually going to have you watch a video of hers. And she says how to turn your Franks list into a Frankenstein list. So really briefly, because you're going to have to watch the video, but I have taken a Franks list here, and I have right there my friends. Oops, I'm on the wrong side. Friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, kids, contacts, and social. And I even wrote down service, social, and spouse. Hopefully you guys can read that. But I quickly put some names under each of these, 4 names under each of them. Now, not only do I think about them, but what are they associated with? Oh, there's my Frankenstein portion. I've taken right here and I see under my friends, Whitney. She is the mountain bike coach, and I could possibly do a fundraiser for her. So I'm not asking her to host an event necessarily just for her friend, but how can I reach out to the people that she knows? Same thing with Michelle. Her daughter is in a lot of plays, so she knows the play community. And of course, they want to have good looking nails too. Anyone who has fingernails is up for grabs. So think about that. So this is what I have done, is I've created all of these, associations of how I can turn my Franks list into a Frankenstein list. The video you will need to watch so that you can understand this. Angela does a great job in explaining it. But I want you to not prejudge anyone in any of these categories. We should never, ever prejudge that they don't want to have or need to have Jamberry, because you never know. They could be your next awesome hostess and eventually a potential recruit, or even be a recruit. If you prejudge someone, I'm going to say each of you, when you said yes, that person probably who asked you was scared. And they're thinking, she never wants any of this stuff. Why would she ever need this? You never know. Think of the reason of why you joined Jamberry. There are 5 top reasons of why people join Jamberry. 1 is because they want extra money. Okay, they see the potential in having extra money. Most of them, they're product lovers. They want this product for themselves and they want that discount. This is where that Style VIP now comes into play. It's awesome. But they may see the potential of that extra income as well. Another one is social. How many of you have kids and you stay at home all day and you're like, okay, I've had enough of the baby talk. I need to talk to some adults. Yes, I need to get outside of this. All right, that is another reason why some people join Jamberries, because they want some me time. They want some girl time. They miss their time of college days. They were in a sorority. And so they can see having jam friends, jam sisters could be of benefit. And if that is particularly important to you and that's what you found, sharing that with others is a good reason to tell others about it, because you've found so many jam sisters to support you. So outside of that, another one is recognition, because not all of us get, the standing ovation at dinner saying, best dinner ever. Thank you, Mom. Or, oh my gosh, you get the reward or you get the award for best folded clothes. Oh yeah, that's what we want. Like we ever get that. But if you get your name, think about this, your name on your team page banner. What does that do for you? How does that make you feel? Oh my gosh, some people really need that. They need those words of affirmation. I love the 5 languages of appreciation. And if you don't know what that is, I would highly recommend you looking up the 5 languages of love, or 5 love languages. And those are the same languages as the 5 languages of appreciation. It's really eye-opening to find out what is your carrot. So that recognition. And then the last one, flexible hours. Some of you have situations where you cannot go and work a full-time job. You can't go and work an 8-hour day during the week. So this is an opportunity for you to make extra money and work those flexible hours. So kind of it's a twofer, if you will. So think about those 5 reasons and never prejudge. You never know. I told a story last month about one of my consultants actually was working as a paralegal, and the girl that she was working with is a lawyer, and she's all like, oh, this girl could never want Jamberry. Why would she ever want to do this? Because she already has a nice car. She's got a great life. Why? Well, she's single. And one day they were having a conversation, and the lawyer friend, the lawyer she was working for, said, now what is it that you do again? Oh, I'm a Jamberry consultant. So tell me a little bit more about that. And at the end of the day, she said, oh my gosh, that sounds like so much fun. I'm in a courtroom all day long. I have nobody to talk to. I'm always arguing with people. I have no girls to hang out with. I go home at the end of the day and just kind of alone. So why didn't this paralegal ask her earlier? Well, she prejudged, like I said. And at the end of the day, she learned, I never should prejudge anyone. So there's a lesson learned. Don't prejudge. Give them the opportunity to say no or the opportunity to say yes. It's all great. You can start by asking them to host an event. That way, then you can find out if they love the product, because that's, again, where our potential recruits come from. So don't prejudge. I want you to remember, this business is all about connections. Ooh, who do you know? It's about connections right there. Who is it that you know? We're about building relationships. We've got to become friends with them. I will say again, you cannot create relationships via just texting. You just can't. You're hearing my voice. You're hearing my enthusiasm. You can see when I cry, my emotions. I put it out there. And I think even doing a live video in your online events gets people to know you and realize that, oh yeah, she has a house that has kids running around with it, and yet she finds time to do this business. That's something that I could do. Don't make everything so beautiful. You can see all maybe my scribblings on the chalkboard here or my whiteboard. Be real. You don't have to put everything super fancy and make it look Pinterest. Be real. Okay? And that is really important. Therefore, but I do say, if you're going to do something, don't have a pile of dirty laundry in the back of you. No, just a tip. Okay, so this is about building relationships. I want you to watch the video. I have a challenge for you. And again, as a reminder, once you've taken somebody off the list, you need to add to it. Continue to do this every single month and follow through with it. Challenge now, if you'll accept it, is that by Sunday, you will fill out a Frank's list or a Who Do You Know list, put on a piece of paper. I want a picture of your Frankenstein list. So 1, watch the video so you know how to do it. And number 2, you need to post a picture of your Frankenstein list. Either one, Frank's or your Who Do You Know list. Need to see the Frankensteining part of it, which means you expand it. And 3 random winners will receive And I tell you, I am so sad that this has retired because this is my favorite. If you don't know, I love the butterfly wraps. This that was when I was creative director and I got to come up with this beauty for me. Butterfly Dream. Best design ever, I think. Because look, if I have a nail right there, I could paint whatever and then I can put this nail wrap right over it and I can customize it. That's what I think about this. So I have three of these. Know that this is special to me because I'm the one that came up with the idea. Okay, I'm just gonna toot my own horn right there. All right, enough about me. So, all right, guys, make sure you do your list. Remember, you need to re-rank to one of the ranks this month, LC, SLC, PC. If you're new to this group this month, you have a grace period of next month to rank to one of those ranks. If from last month you don't re-rank to LC, at least LC in this group, then you will be moving down to Johnny's group, which is great anyways. All of these groups are great, right? All right. I want to make sure. I love you guys. We want to make sure that you succeed. Okay. We'll talk to you later. I won't be here this weekend. We'll see you again on Monday. Talk to you later. Bye.